Hi guys, it's Editing T from the future. Mwahaha. You're watching the second ever episode of SEV'N PoD, and today it's super fucking exciting because one, we're getting out of that sticky, smelly podcast room, and we're taking this baby on the road. And second surprise, we have a guest today, the one and only RJ Powell of iBreatheMusic All Day. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. Tap in. Here we go. This Master P honey barbecue. Wrap snacks. Why not, bro? Wrap snacks and a Red Bull. Ooh, I'm about to be on the stage burping, bro. That's fucked up. All right, y'all, it's that time. You already know who the fuck we have in the podcast studio today. The one and only RJ of iBreatheMusic All Day. The one and only curator putting on for the streets. If you've ever heard a good song, there's a good chance that it was from a repost of his shit putting you on. I'm so honored to have you here, RJ. Thank you for pulling up. Thanks for being in LA. So sorry about vlog flopping.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. We do our own anyway, so.
That's beautiful, man. So tell me about like how your time has been so far in LA. Like since vlog did get canceled and your plans have been like a little bit different. I know because I was a part of it that like it went pretty well.
It went pretty well. I kind of thank God for LA rain, cause like honestly, I had my mind set on vlog now, but like leading up to it, it was like something felt off.
You felt it kind of.
Yeah, it felt like kind of off. Like I was like. I'm not feeling it, but I was looking forward to it as it is. But then when he canceled it, I was disappointed, but I was like, it was like a huge weight off my shoulder, bro. But after that, like we took advantage of that. We were like, okay, vlog not happening. We might as well throw our own show.
Real.
And we did that junk like less than 24 hours.
Bro. I seen the story and I said, okay, how long ago did he post it? I said, I gotta get on that quick.
Yeah, it was like a spur of the moment type thing. And then shout out to Kala, he's on my team. Or Kala, he's on my team. He was on lineup too.
Yeah,
but
shout out Kala.
He knew someone at the venue and he was like, yeah.
And
let's do it. And they put that junk together so fast. And then I just posted on my story, hey, who wanna be a part of this show? And then whole bunch of artists like slid up.
That's really beautiful.
A whole bunch of people, and it just came together beautifully. Like, but the thing is, I didn't know it was gonna turn out the way that it did, though.
Yeah. What were your expectations? Like, what did you feel like you were capable of putting together in like that amount of time? Because that is a lot of pressure, low key, especially because you're not from here. Like, you don't got no feet on the ground. You know what I mean? But
it's like,
from a witness, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nuts.
Like, in all honesty, I didn't have that much expectations because like it's a last minute thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting a bunch of people to like show up like that, especially on last minute notice. Like I literally just posted 2 things and it was like, yeah, come if you come, pull up.
Yeah, and LA is bound to always have a function. You know what I mean? Niggas be outside, so it's like it's a toss up in the air. It feels like when you like about to throw some stuff out, but nah, that shit was crazy. I didn't know Kala was on your team, dude. Kala
and Paris.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, Kala. They threw a Palestine relief show. I think around this time last year that I was on the set, the lineup for.
Oh snap!
And it was amazing. Kala has always been just a phenomenal.
He's fire.
Musician who's really hungry for this shit too. Aside from like his actual music and art, like he shows up relentlessly for his community, and that's something that is like really rare. And so that's really dope that he's a part of your team.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to you about like kind of the journey of iBreatheMusic, because I'm sure it kind of started as something that was a little bit more like passive and that you were just doing it like for fun. And I know that like you had like a YouTube channel and like you dropped down, like all this stuff. So like I know that like your journey is cuckoo, but especially like being here now, being able to be thrown curveballs like big festivals getting canceled and people being from out of town, and you have this pretty fucking big platform, dude. I'm curious how it feels to you, since you are really one of the only people on the planet will really understand like kind of how deep that shit is, and like all of the like trials and tribulations that you've been through yourself to like get here. And I think that people get distracted by like the numbers and the analytics and like even just wanting to get placed on your page, that they might not even think about like you had to grind for that like everybody else did, and you're still grinding for that shit too. Like it's not overnight. And so I'm just curious like your personal feelings on just the journey of it all, and even where you think it might be headed to now that you kind of like had this taste of fucking around and finding out, and people keep showing up for you.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, iBreatheMusic, it hasn't been really that long. I've been doing social media for a while now, since like 2019.
Okay.
I dropped out of college for it.
Okay.
Like I was going to college for film.
Oh shit.
That's
Where
essentially at University of Tennessee.
Okay.
Knoxville. Yeah.
Oh,
So I was going for film. I was doing internships and stuff on movie sets. Like I was really trying to get in the film world, but I was like, I don't want to. Like I don't have to be in school for another 4 years just to do something creatively. Like especially you in the arts, you don't need to go to school unless you need connections. But even then, we got the internet though. Like social media makes that's what I'm saying. It makes it so much more easier for everything. Like every last one of my connections has been through iBreatheMusic.
Really?
And like through Instagram and TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
But I dropped out. I started YouTube. I started off doing like some cringy old stuff.
Yeah.
It was like some funny, like stupid stuff, like blogs.
Okay, like kind of memey, like.
Yeah, it was like
I feel you.
it was like those, and mainly like reaction videos and stuff
Fair
like
enough.
that. And during COVID, I got on TikTok. That's when everybody was like indoors and everybody was kind of blowing up off of that joint.
So is that kind of where it all started to happen for you, was during COVID?
Yeah, I started to post, like, I was grinding. I was doing like 10, 11 videos a day, posting them just like, I was staying up to like 1 a.m. type stuff, just posting them just during COVID because it's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do, you know what I mean? You can literally just...
Yeah, it was nothing to do, so I was just pumping them just out, and I gained like 1 million followers on my TikTok, on my like other thing for that.
Wow.
Then I grew up following on Instagram straight after that.
Okay, so TikTok came first.
Yeah, TikTok came first.
Would you say it was kind of uneven in terms of like because I know TikTok specifically, especially during COVID, was a lot more like rapid fire.
Yeah, you could speed run that joint. You could speed run followers.
You really could. It's a lot different now, I feel.
Yeah.
It's also a lot more like oversaturated too. Like I think there's a lot of people on there too.
It is, but you could find your way.
Most definitely.
You find your way.
For sure, especially if you go off what works.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So...
Yeah, it was doing like super. It was fast. Like
Whoa,
when that happened, it was super fast because like I said, everybody was indoors. Like TikTok was new, so it was easy to get followers at that time. So like I would gain like 10,000 a day, or maybe 5,000 some days, and it would just be it would just be crazy like that. And then I pivoted to Instagram. Then I pivoted to YouTube Shorts. This when they first started to roll out the Shorts.
Smart.
And I started to blow off of that.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, snap. This is kind of cool.
So, hold on. I'm kind of
doing that. I'm kind of eating now. I'm kind of eating now. But, like, I was doing that. But it came to a point, you know how, like, you do something for a while and it's like, I don't want to
you kind of losing it a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like
cookie cutter.
Yeah, and it was off of cringy stuff. So I didn't want to be known for just that.
Yeah, and you're not doing it for the cringe, anywho. Like you're just using it as like it's just something to do, kind of. And
just
then like as you keep doing that,
I was just being myself, and I love what I love to do. But I was like, I want to stop being funny, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to pivot to something different. Now, with iBreatheMusic, I ain't gonna lie. I was just looking at other folks that was doing that. I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like I had to comment. I was like, bro, I'm looking at Fantano, like Mallory Bros, like folks like that. I was like, I could do that.
Turn on the camera, you know. Hey.
So it was like one day I was just dropping my sister off at work, and I was kind of like building iBreatheMusic in a sense. Like I was like, what am I gonna name this? And I don't know. It just popped up in my mind. I was like, oh, I read music all day. And I just did that, and it's totally different from what it is right now. Like, I didn't expect it to be where it is right now at all.
How much time has elapsed, would you say, since, like, the inception of iBreatheMusic? Like, how long do you think has it been since?
Probably, like, maybe 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
That sounds about right.
It hasn't been that long.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you speed running this bitch, man.
Yeah,
oh, my goodness.
It has not been that long in hindsight. But I'm like...
Does it feel like it's been long?
It does. Because I look back at my old stuff, like I was... In my first few videos, I was like talking. I don't really talk that much on camera like that.
Yeah, you really
like,
don't.
Yeah, but I was like talking, and I didn't even put on artists at first. I was just doing like sample videos or like music knowledge type of stuff, like educating folks on music type of things. But it was like one email that changed it. Like Will Cherry, he's from Cleveland. He's a fire artist. His manager emailed me and was like, "Oh, we saw your page and was wondering if you could do a video on him." I was like, "Oh, word."
Okay.
I was like, this was different. I was like, "Hold up, now am I?"
You said they want me.
Yeah, they want me to do something, and I didn't even have like that many followers at the time to where I am right now. But I didn't have that many.
Okay.
So I did that, and it just became a snowball effect.
Whoa.
I didn't do that specific thing with so many artists, but I started to transition to more of like the fisheye lens and me being more creative with my videos and incorporating newer artists along with older songs, and it just I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, bro, like just looking back at how it all unfolded is just, I don't know how to explain it, bruh. I don't know how to.
It was divine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was divine. Like, I think that makes so much sense. And also, you said something that resonated with me, which kind of circles back into, why we're here doing all this shit, is that, like, and I'm sure that you saw a little bit of when I got into that pocket on your algorithm, but like doing the whole funny, like meme-y, like short form content. Let me try some shit, see what works. Like, let me see if I could catch some virality off of this trending sound or whatever.
Yeah.
I played with that for a while, and like, it's kind of exhilarating to like mess around with what you feel like you are capable of like pushing yourself to do. Like, okay, can you push through the cringe for real? Like, how bad do you really want that shit for real? But then also, like, at a certain point, then I started worrying about, like, am I kind of like settling in a way? Like, am I avoiding what I actually am here for? Like, I'm spending so much time chasing something that I don't even necessarily want, which is the virality of it. And like I am a funny person. I love the comedy and I do love music. But I feel like me choosing to go the meme route, and I stuck with it for a while. I did, I think, all summer, and it worked. It really fucking worked. But I will say that, like, I started to grow a genuine disdain for it because it started to feel like I was building this rapport, one, with myself, and then also with my creativity, as well as the platforms themselves, that the only time that my shit would be successful is if I was conforming to that type of shit.
Right.
And then it kind of got in the way of, like, me feeling like the courage to try to make anything else and try to post anything else, because I'm like, oh, they just want to hear me fucking do some silly shit over like a West Side Gun meme, like, and they do want that. But the thing is that, like, I can't remember who said this, but someone said this a while ago. Oh, I think Leon Thomas said this in an interview. There are so many people out there with your taste, like millions of people out there with your taste. And it's just a matter of, like, finding them. And so it's like, if you're going to spend all of these hours, like, grinding something out that you kind of really even don't want to do or aren't invested in, it should be a lot easier to be like, all right, I'm at least going to keep pushing forward, even if it doesn't hit in the same way, to find those people who are also needing this. And, like, especially, like, for me as an artist, and also for you as a producer, like, I'm sure you feel that for sure. Like, there comes a time when you're doing that social media grind where like a fork in the road appears, and you're like, fuck, okay, do I like really try this out?
Yeah.
And like, and it's not even really that risky for real.
It's not. You got nothing to lose.
There's nothing to lose at all, especially because you're still in the beginning stages. It's like, if anything, this is a time when you should really just throw all caution to the wind and say, all right, I'm just going to make a bunch of different videos and see what feels good to me and see what feels good to other people. But yeah, I had to sit down with myself because I started like, I was being really good at it. I was posting probably like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, and that could be exhausting.
It was like, really exhausting.
Not everybody could do that. I know I do that, but I know not everybody can do that.
Yeah, it's not ideal. And I was in a situation, though, like I was working this coffee job where I was helping a homie open up, so it was patio service, and like no one was coming. And I was at work, like getting paid to just sit outside and like make maybe 5 drinks a fucking day. And I was there for 6 hours. So I was like, I have nothing to fucking do. I'm like, I'm going to mess around and see what happens. Yeah. But then things started happening for me, and I was like, all right, well, actually, it's time to get to what I actually want to do now that we've done like the kind of trial and error of like figuring out even just like what makes sense for the platform. And I feel like, and let me know if you agree or disagree with this, that when it comes to the social media platforms that are hella dominant right now, like TikTok, Instagram, you could post the same video on both platforms and it's gonna hit differently.
Yeah,
like very heavily.
For sure. I feel like TikTok back then you could get away with posting stuff and it'd just be blown up instantly. But I feel like now it's so inconsistent.
It really
is. That's why a lot of creators get frustrated because it's like they post something and it flops and they think, oh well, am I doing something wrong or am I not good? Like I've had these moments where like I let the numbers determine my value in a sense where it's like, oh, if I don't hit this many likes or hit this many views, then I'm not good anymore, or I quote unquote fell off, which that's a lot. You're gonna have your
it's just cap. It's literal cap.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like with Instagram is more consistent.
I agree. I completely agree. I've also been on Instagram for a really long time. Like I think I've had just that same profile since 2013 or something. I've just changed the username, so like I got a fucking Rolodex of stuff in that thing. But yeah, I completely agree. I think the space of like music creation, music journalism is continuing to change as well too. Aside from yourself, do you look to any other creators in the space at the moment on either platforms or even like on YouTube as well, who you feel like inspire you in terms of like curation and like things that you kind of want to try or that you're learning from in terms of like their own processes? Do you have anyone in the space that you are kind of, looking to, or are you kind of alone in it and just like pushing forward? Like obviously I know that you have your own inspirations, like just off of being a human being who again breathes music, like that's obvious influence across the board. But I mean in terms of like your what's the word, like your colleagues or like the people who would be around you, your mutuals. I could name one, like Damon Hill, obviously, but
Damon, he's that guy, man.
Yeah, I fucking love him, dude. He's so good.
I love him. I wish he would like pop out a little bit more.
I know,
but I feel like what he's doing is amazing for the scene, and
I agree.
Who he is as a person, man, like you can't beat that.
Nah, you really can't.
Him, Elsie is freaking killing it. She interviews like dang near everybody. Literally everybody. Annabelle inspired me. Like this past week I went to her show. How was it?
I couldn't make it out. I had a ticket, but I literally couldn't make it.
She brought out everybody. It was crazy.
She's the GOAT,
that was inspiring to see. But I had a period of time where I was kind of like looking at some of my colleagues, not them specifically, but looking at some of my colleagues, I was like, dang, bro, like how come I'm not here? Like, how come I'm not here? Yeah, but I had to look back at myself. I'm like, bro, you only started this, not even like 2 years ago or whatnot. Like, why are you tripping? Like, you're on your own type of journey. And then I look back and now I'm like, bro, I'm good. Like, my journey is my journey. Like, my road is my road. Like, no matter how long it takes to get to my goal, I'm gonna get there.
You're on the road.
That's what I'm saying.
Driving like.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have tunnel vision in a sense when it comes to your dream and your destination. You can't really worry about the destination itself.
I
gotta worry
agree.
about the journey. The process of it all.
What is your destination? Do you have like a set point destination, or is it just like everything music? Like, what's your ultimate dream as RJ? Not as like Mr. I breathe music all day, but like as a human being who fucking loves music. Like, what is the ultimate goal for you? If you have one, just one,
Just to live on a farm.
Real.
Away from everybody.
Real.
With my wife and kids.
And
my family.
And your vinyl collection.
Just live a peaceful life. Just live a peaceful life.
So you don't want to do all the noise and the rah-rah and like I guess the industry.
I mean,
whatever.
I wouldn't even say industry stuff, but like, of course, I'm gonna build my own festival, music festival, film festival, like direct, act, all of that. Like anything creative, I'm gonna take it to an elite level.
I can't wait for that. That sounds lovely. The I Breathe Music Farm. Oh my God. Yo, invite me.
That's like when I'm old though. Like
honestly,
I just want to be peaceful. That's it.
I
feel like that's the main goal. The other stuff is kind of like extra icing on the cake.
That's fair.
Type of thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just having peace.
I mean, I feel the same way. I think ultimately, like, the dream for the music for me is definitely, like, at least go on a few tours, like, see the world, get the chance to, like, put my homies on, like, payrolls and, like, get them doing creative shit full time and, like, get my family straight and, I don't know, just meet people and make music and do all that shit. But at the very end of the road, it is also peace at the very top. Like, I think, especially while you're grinding this shit out and kind of doing the nonstop, like, gotta do this, gotta move. Of course, at the end of that road, ideally, it's like, let's tone this down.
Yeah,
like, I need some rest. I need, like, a babbling brook. I need a sound bowl. I need a prayer. Like,
that's what the culture pushes, is for you to go 24/7, grind, no sleep, and you barely have time to just sit down.
Man, I went to the studio last night. Shout out Skywater. And we're in the stew. Why is there a vending machine and the only thing in there is backwoods and Hennessy, yo?
Bro,
I'm not even joking. The first 3 rows, Hennessy.
Bro, no water?
No, not even one water.
Not even a Sprite or a Coke?
No, nigga, not a Sprite or a Coke or got nothing, nigga.
That's crazy.
It was just straight up fucking backwoods, yo.
Like,
different flavors. Like, it was fucked up, yo.
Bruh.
It was fucked up. So that's just my point. It's like, yo.
No, that's crazy.
I had to track down some fucking water in that bitch. It was crazy. I don't know. I feel like the grind culture, I'm hoping that at some point that dies down to a certain extent. I feel
it won't die down. We've been realistic because everything is fast paced. The internet is fast paced, and technology getting faster. Like everything is so quicker. You barely have time to just sit and think a thought.
Yeah, that's real.
That's why I love it. That's why people always say, man, you need to move to LA, you need to move to New York. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I wouldn't knock that. Like, I'm not even putting that out the question. Cause I feel like it'd be a good opportunity. Like, if I'm here, like, I'm going stupid crazy.
Oh yeah,
like that would be definitely. But for me, it's like I would rather visit. Cause I get overstimulated. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when I go to New York. I love New York. I know a lot of niggas in New York. But it's like when I go there, it's like something is happening every single second of the day. And people just trying to get me left and right and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather just go back home to the bat cave and just chill than when the bat signal come on, just come out of hiding.
I'm out.
Exactly. Cause I feel like your presence, like when it's not about like how much you being seen, it's about what you do when you are seen. You know, just being more intentional with.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's a word right there. I wish I had a soundboard to go boom. That's
Drop
what I
the flex
mean.
bomb on. But nah, bro, it's just being more intentional when you just step out.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay scene all the time.
No, I completely agree with the sentiment that you're saying, though. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel as though, uprooting my entire life and coming from bumfuck nowhere, Illinois, to one of the busiest, biggest, most expensive places on the planet. Sometimes I'll be like, girl, why, girl? Like, a plane ticket is like $350 sometimes.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, gang. I'm like, you could just come and go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm staying in the South. It's cheap. You get more bang for your buck. The food busing, bro. Like, come on now. Like,
you know what I mean?
I could stay. No, I ain't gonna stay in Memphis. I ain't gonna lie. I love Memphis. But I don't want to stay in my hometown.
That's fair.
But yeah, just moving to the South, then just a flight to New York, flight to LA ain't nothing.
Yeah, really. I feel that. I definitely feel like at some point I don't want to be in the city. Even now, I don't kind of want to be in the city. Like, in the beginning, when I first moved to LA, I was living closer to, like, the ocean because I really loved just, like, being able to go be in nature. Like, I hate sitting in traffic. It makes me want to fucking... Where you want
to eventually move, though?
I don't know. I have a confession. I've been thinking a lot about New York. But I also don't think that I would enjoy being there, like, full-time, no other option.
No, you just said you was a nature type of girl.
You know what I mean?
I'm
like, in New York. Like, it's not adding up. It makes no sense. So I think what I would do is I would probably duck myself up out of, like, the core of the city in LA and maybe go to, like, I don't know, the Bay is cool too. It's also a little louder over there too, but like maybe over the hill in like Burbank, Sherman Oaks, something like that. I think it would depend on where my career ends up going over the next few years and like seeing what that vibe is. But I would live in Malibu too. The whole shit with the fires was fucking terrible though, and that fucking freaked me out. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know a lot of people personally who lost their homes, and that whole situation was just really fucked up. And I don't think any of us saw that shit coming, so it kind of threw me for a loop in terms of, like, thinking about, okay, long-term places to, like, build my entire life. I'm like, I'm scared. And governments are not looking out for you. California, I'm mad as hell for the way that y'all did Altadena forever. I'm on your ass.
And what they do?
To circle it back altogether, I feel like I want to be bi-coastal. I feel like ideally I could go kick it in New York, do some creative shit, see the homies, get a little pizza, gabagool, you know what I'm saying? And then get on the fucking plane and come, lay at the beach and go to the stew and do that whole situation. So I don't know. I think it'll change though. But you know what? One thing that I really wanted to ask you about, as someone who's gone from, consumer of art to curator of art, there's talks of like the battle of curator versus consumer, like how do you feel about the rhetoric considering like you are a curator who's like curation requires being a consumer of music and art? Do you feel like there's a difference? Do you feel like there's a line in the sand? Because I feel like people can kind of, I can't tell if it's like an ego thing, but I know that, especially like in the digital space, I think this is less so like in real life when you're talking to people in person, but more so like on the internet. I think there's a lot of talks of like, oh, you gotta be the person making some shit, not like soaking some shit up. You know what I mean? People be talking a lot like that. Do you agree? Lie, though,
because I do make music, so it's like I do get that.
And you do
like
get
it's
that,
totally different from you just listening to as you making it.
Absolutely.
It's different when you make it. I'm not gonna lie.
It completely changes your taste.
It changes.
You know what I mean?
It changes your perspective.
You get the nuance.
In your
you know what
ear.
I mean?
Yeah, it changes everything once you like make it. Cause like you can listen to it, and it's a lot of people who they got great ears, and they don't make
great
music.
Taste. Phenomenal
like,
taste.
They have phenomenal taste. Like I'm not knocking that at all, but like when it's a different type of feeling when you put your whole like soul
and you know
into
why,
something, and you
know why it's good, and you know why it's good. That's different. I agree. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just curious because I feel like, especially since making music and being creative has become a lot more accessible within the last, give or take, specifically 5, but I give it 10 years. I feel like since it's becoming more accessible, people are getting really comfortable kind of just like making it hierarchical in a way and be like, nah, I create different than you, nigga. And like we do, but I think that it's like, and maybe this is on the mainstream. I think I want to blame the mainstream. I think that the consumer is also low-key a curator as well, because like we could go deeper and talk about like trends and shit and like the fact that all that shit literally runs the game for sure, unfortunately. But I think, if we're talking about like the actual creation of the art itself, it is so fucking important to like be a musician. And like I think your appreciation for music comes through deeper too. Talk to any musician who makes music and listens to music, and then talk to someone who just listens to music. Completely different conversation usually. And I don't know. It's also coming back to like a lot of the like notoriety thing. Like I think a lot of people more so like want the platform more than they actually want to like give a fuck about like
about the artist self.
And like getting like real genuine like deep knowledge on what the fuck they're talking about and stuff. And then I mean, and there's the other side of that coin too, which is like people knowing maybe a little too much and then making people feel bad for not knowing as much as they know.
That's true.
So it's like it's a fine line, but I genuinely completely agree with you that like I don't think it's necessarily a battle, but I do think that to be a real like artist and to be like a genuine music breather, shall I say, you really have to be on all sides of that. Like it has to, like you have to really mean that you're multifaceted. You know what I mean?
You got to.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like because I'm on the side of the internet, especially on YouTube, that just has like a lot of video essays and people just kind of talking their head off about like just all that
and
stuff.
Not really being within it and knowing it. Like it's kind of like them just looking from the outside in and like, oh, this is how it is, but it's really not.
Exactly. And then the whole time the video's like giving advice to people or something on like how to do their art and stuff. And I don't know. I just think it's really interesting, but I think that one thing I will say is that it's good that the conversation is being had, period.
Yeah. That's true.
And I think that it takes more people like us that are coming on the platform and showing what real artistry looks like. For example, like when McGee and Dijon just got mainstream, people were like, yo, they're so fucking crazy. It's because they're real musicians.
Yeah.
It's because they genuinely be in them sessions freaking that shit. Like they are real people who have grinded out their specialty things, specifically McGee and all of his pedal boards and like his styling when it comes to guitar and his influence from the 80s and all that stuff. Like that doesn't come from nowhere. That's not just like random steez. It's
they
like
care about the art and the craft itself. It's not like they don't even care about the extra. Like Dijon barely posts. Like McGee barely posts on Instagram.
No,
they just be in their own little world, like making the music
for real.
Like within the art, just soaking it in and probably just living life because that comes with it. Like Lauryn Hill only made one album.
Sure did.
One album. And like she just living like Andre 3000 only realistically only has the Outkast albums.
Yeah.
Realistically, he's just living chilling. Life.
He's just chilling.
Cause you can't create. I feel like you can't create the best art without experiencing life.
I agree.
Like great art comes from life, right? Living your life.
Yeah.
Cause where you gonna stem it from? Like it's gonna come if you do make something. It's gonna come from like something you haven't even, lived through.
Yeah, and people gonna sniff that out. Like
I feel
like I sniff it out on the daily. I'm like, something ain't right about this. I'm like, it's not touching my spirit. I'm curious. So you've been musical your whole life, I'm assuming, right? To a certain extent, or did you discover it?
No. So when I was a kid, I did play piano.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I need to get back into it, but
that's real. I feel that.
I was at the recitals and everything.
Oh whoa!
Yeah, the Christmas recitals were going crazy.
Oh shit!
But no, I always been within music. I grew up in church, so gospel music still hits the soul.
Gospel music is always gonna hit me
yes,
in a different way. Just the frequencies of it.
Yes, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. on the way to school. Kirk Franklin, DJ Cat. But no, like my family, like it's no one in my family that's like a musician, except my aunt, my great aunt. That's about it.
Really? And what was she into?
She was in a band.
Oh shit.
She like playing. She taught us how to play piano.
That's dope.
Guitar, I think drums, stuff like that. But she was like the only one. That's
sick.
it. I really don't come from a musical background at all.
No, that's super fair. That's super fair. I think the only person in my family who's musical is my grandpa, and he played the saxophone in the Air Force Band.
That's crazy.
Isn't that fire?
That is fire.
Shout out Papa.
I wish I had someone in my family that was like an old jazz.
But the thing is that he doesn't. I haven't seen him pick it up. I've never seen him play. I've only seen pictures. And like, one thing I will say though is that I have a solid childhood memory. He still does this shit to this day, but he has a specific radio station for in the car on Sirius XM that's like smooth jazz, like just straight saxophones, like it's just a vibe. And I'm like, man, I only imagine like how he feels about like the state of music and everything. Like, is he tapped into that? Like, I don't know. But I only asked like if music was always a thing for you because, and they might fry me for this, RJ, but I be kind of feeling a way sometimes about artists who kind of just stumble into music, who are like, oh, it's just fun for me. I'm like, I love that for you, baby. I love that for you so much. But like, I sometimes I feel like the appreciation is missing, and like the genuine like depth of understanding of like how powerful music can be. Yeah. And like of the fact that you, especially if you are growing like your audience and people who are fucking with you or listening to you, like you are kind of molding people's thoughts and like kind of curating worlds for people and like being soundtracks for people. And I don't know, it's just always kind of given me a little weird funky feeling. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to stumble into music and figure out that you love it, but I think that, and I'm particularly I think talking about like vocalists who are making, for lack of better word, like microwave music that's like not like at all like engaging or talking about anything, and they're not really like trying to become performers and like working on anything. So then it's like it feels like there's something missing, and there is something missing, which is substance, like purpose and you know, divine fulfillment and intention. And I'm just curious if you feel any particular way about any of the different types of artists, good or bad, because everyone has their opinions. And, you know, you being a producer, you may have different feelings because you're more so behind it than anyone else would be. Like, but yeah, I just, especially now that like, you know, being an artist and then getting virality, like obviously has its perks, you know, then you're coming up and you're like, hey, it's like the 6ix9ine, etc. Like it's a long list of people who just kind of came and went, and I don't know if it's like, I don't know if we could call it like maybe it was because of that piece of just like I'm just doing it for shits and giggles, or if it is just like I don't know. I'm wondering if you have any thoughts.
6ix9ine was hard though, low key.
He was kind of hard. Them rainbow lace fronts.
I'm not gonna count. It was kind of hard real quick though.
The rainbow bust downs. Yo.
No, but I feel like it depends though. Like I don't knock nobody for stumbling upon it. Like if you want to try something, try it. It probably at first be like booty, and it's like you probably don't care as much, but you could obviously grow and develop. Like Rebecca Black, for example, she came in at young. I ain't gonna lie, the Friday song that was like iconic time period, but she wasn't a very good musician at first. No, but fast forward, she worked on her craft. She DJing in the last album. That's what I'm saying. The last album she put out was freaking crazy. So it's just like, we gotta give some folks time. Like
I agree.
Some creators
I think that's
time.
a really
Like
good way to look
some
at it.
people they have it in them. It's just about like molding it. Like people can't get some creators could be molded into something.
I feel you.
Different. So I don't knock anybody who be coming in like, man, yeah, I'm doing this. Like, I mean, he could probably be some different 5 years from now.
Let me make the very quick distinction between what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that someone like being new to it is at all in that basket. I think, yes, try shit, do new things. That's what I was talking about all first episode. But I genuinely do think, especially because, and maybe this is an LA thing too. Maybe it's an LA underground music scene thing too. But I think it's a certain energy that I get. It's not like they're geeked and like excited to try it. It's more so they're geeked about like the benefits that they're going to get and the money. Yeah. And even from like A&Rs as well too, and like higher up. But I feel like, that's a given. That's a given.
But I don't expect everybody to be that type of way.
Yeah,
I'm that
I
type.
don't think they are.
I'm that type of way too. I love the music. Like I'm a nerd to it too. But I don't expect everybody
to be on that
wave anyway.
Yeah, everybody's not on that wave.
Yeah, I don't expect that much from everybody else.
That's super.
To be honest,
that's so real.
That's
so real. I respect that answer, hella for real. What do you think about platforms who like pay to place, like Spotify placing?
Are you talking about like literally on the radio or?
Yeah, like not just like payola, like on the actual radio, but I'm talking about like social media platforms and people like that who are like, yo, send us $8 to like listen to your song and maybe we'll put it on a playlist. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard of those? Are you because as an artist, I might be coming across a lot more of those than is like a little bit more in the light.
I think you just talking about like paid promo or something.
No. I'm not talking about like marketing. I'm talking
about paid to.
Like pay to play, like people,
that's sweet.
Platforms, right? Isn't that shit boof?
I feel like that's just like
because like what are we doing?
Like what are we doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what are we doing it for if you just paying to get a song? Like no matter how good or how bad it is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I was curious what you thought about it because I know that you've never done that. You've never been like, hey, I got a iBreatheMusic playlist and submit this link and pay us $5 and then guarantee that we'll listen to it.
No, I never do that. I just put what I like on there, what I love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how it should be.
I agree.
If you got your platform, you should put stuff that you love on there. I mean, it shouldn't. Your number one motive shouldn't be about money. Like we gotta all make money, but there's different ways to do that. Like paid promo. Like I ain't got no problem with paid promo.
No, at all.
Like,
I think paid promo is important, especially for independent artists who don't have like higher up heads to like get into meetings and talk to the one guy who runs that one shit. Like you low key need paid promo to
Yeah, the only thing about that is I only do it if I love the music. Now some people just do it like. Because you see some of the same pages posting the same stuff, and it's like, okay, it's paid promo.
Yeah.
And it don't be even that. It don't be that good. I ain't gonna lie. It don't be that good. It don't be that good. I get your bag, but I just be like, nah, I'm not finna do that, man. Only if I breathe it for real.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to breathe that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to breathe that, but like
I wafted it. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, but like paying to get on a playlist is kind of
like
kind of crazy.
I get DMs about that type of shit almost every day. No bullshit. Almost every day they be like, yo, Twin, you hard. Send me $25 and we'll maybe listen to it.
I'm like, bro, you came to me. Why are you asking me for money?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? See, you asking the right questions. You asking the right questions because I should be blowing me. And I was just scared.
No sense at all.
Right now listening to SEV'N Radio.
Hey guys, it's T. Surprise, this episode comes with a playlist. All of my guests will be on 7 Pod. We'll be curating a little playlist in collaboration with 7 Radio, another show that I have, which is more focused on like playlisting and music curation in general rather than just like talking about stuff. So here's RJ's playlist. I'll throw all the links in the bio for where you can find them. And let me know which songs you're fucking with. Thank you, RJ, for putting on for the underground and above. Peace, love, and prosperity. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Do you remember at all, like the first piece of music that your younger self like truthfully resonated with? Like
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy?
Soulja
Hell
Boy.
yeah. Which track?
That's my first CD.
Oh, no
way.
way.
The SouljaBoyTellin.com, that was my first jam.
No way.
So crank
That's
that.
a classic.
Yes.
That's some oh, hold on.
That's my first CD ever. Like, I had to beg my dad to get it from Best Buy.
Damn. And that shit was bumping, huh?
That joint was bumping, bro. Like, back in them internet days when we was watching on YouTube, crank that Batman, crank that Superman.
He was cranking anything.
Cranking anything, bro.
Yo.
Like, y'all need to quit playing with Soulja Boy.
Universally crankable
He
music,
really the first one to do all this. Like, we would not have the internet without Soulja Boy.
That's Soulja.
Like, artists that are doing all this stuff, like with videos on TikTok, that's Soulja Boy.
That's Soulja Boy, man.
It's Soulja Boy. He's the GOAT.
He's literally the GOAT, for real.
He's the GOAT.
He's literally the GOAT. Like,
He's
actually.
literally the GOAT. Like,
Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him.
He be for real when he say he's the first rapper to do this, bro.
Because he really was.
He really was. He was the first rapper streaming.
He really was.
He was. I'm not joking. Like, he literally was, bro. He set the trend.
He did.
They don't give him enough credit. That's why I be so mad.
They be playing in his face, man.
They be playing with him because they think he be just jokey all the time. No, he be for real.
He's dead ass.
Like, he truly an inspiration for real.
Wow.
And that's another person, like, he's not really, I ain't gonna say he's a musician, like, he could play instruments and stuff like that. But
give me a B flat, Soulja Boy.
Yeah, give me a B flat, Soulja, Big Draco. But it's like, bro, he produces though.
He does.
Like,
and that means something, y'all. That means something. That means something, y'all.
But no, that was like my first piece of my own music that I was like,
that's beautiful.
Yes.
I think probably the first artist that like I was listening to a lot because of my mom who perked my ear up was Prince.
Ooh.
My mom fucking loves Prince.
My dad loves Prince.
Yeah, Prince all day. Like when Prince died, my mom was getting condolences texts. Like,
dang.
She knew him knew him personally. Like her office was decorated with purple. Like that is how deeply down she was when we lost our king.
Man.
And yeah, I think it really speaks to like people's creativity, where it all starts from. So I was just really curious, and I love that the answer was Soulja Boy.
Like, I still got the CD to this day.
No way.
In my room.
That's beautiful.
You can see when you walk in, like, right near my vinyls.
Wow.
Like,
wow. I really wanted to also congratulate you on your release of Mi Amor Por Vida.
Yeah.
I think it was so good. That tape is fire. I'm curious, the other people that you kind of had on that project, were they all just people from the community? Like, how did you? What was your process like for creating that?
Bro, it wasn't even supposed to have features.
Really?
That joint was just supposed to be a beat tape. I was gonna make that joint in like a week and just put it out. But then I was like, I'm gonna make an album or a beat tape or whatever to the sequel to my last joint, and folks slid up. These folks I already knew though. Folks slid up and they were like, "Yeah, let me get on it." I was like, "Okay, cool." I made like 2 months, and then it was like, "Yeah."
Damn.
I mean, I try to be fast with my process and stuff.
That's
Sometimes,
fair.
like I get trying to tidy stuff up, but like I be a last minute person too.
Do you mix and master your stuff as well?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I need to work on it.
That's fair. I
need to work on it and stuff like that. But like, them folks send the tracks back pretty quick from everybody, and then the last like week when I put it out, I was kind of like finalizing everything low key like a couple days before, and just put it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it really be.
It's like, doing well.
It's really. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of easy. Well, to me, I don't mean to be like bragging or nothing like that, but it's just like that joint is like simple.
Yeah. Let the music put it out.
Yeah, that's
you know
what I'm saying, and it turned out well. I mean, I already had stuff in my head. Everything that I put in my head or have in my head, I put into pen and pad.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah, it's a beautiful album by my wife.
Yeah, the one and only. We're not gonna blow her spot up, but she's here with us, and she's gorgeous as always.
Yeah, and the fact, man, shout out to bro. Shout out to Chris, bro, Ian Tyler. That he really put what I was feeling into his lyrics, and I ain't gonna put none of his business out there, but he was really putting like what situations I was going through. Like he felt that, like he totally relate. I don't even know. Like, I'm just glad it turned out the way it did, bro.
It was so good. It was so good.
Gosh.
It was so fire. I love the way that, like, and it played through really well, too. Like, I felt like it was something that I could just, like, put on and, like, go exist and, like, have my day.
That come from my, like, film background. I want to make stuff like a movie, in a sense. Like, the whole album is, like, cinematic. Like, the whole album cinematic is, like, story.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, it came out beautiful and it came out quick. It don't take, like, I feel like sometimes it don't take long to make good music.
No.
It don't at all.
I think it's not even about the actual, like, process of the music being made. People get caught on the back end.
Yeah.
I think they get really worried about, like, oh, is it going to perform well? Or, oh, I need this video. Or, oh, I need this.
That's
and
what
you do.
Yeah, I've had those words before. I knew that this was kind of going to be... I felt like before it even came out, I was like, I know this is gonna be a cult classic, in a sense. Even from like when I was like promoting it, the videos were doing well. Like folks were like in tune to it, and I was like, okay, like it's actually time, because for a while now, like I've always had a dream of like doing music, like having my own music, because it's different when you like put other people's art on, and it's like it's my own now, and it felt like a relief, like, oh, I finally get to
did it.
Yeah, it's like I finally get to do my own thing, and the fact that it's doing well, like, what the world,
and it's doing really well, RJ. Like your metrics are kind of crazy. Were you expecting that in that amount of time? Like, is this the first project?
Low-key second.
Second? Okay, I thought so.
Well,
right?
actually, low-key third. Cause, well, I don't count SoundCloud.
Okay,
but,
fair.
You know,
Yeah.
But officially, like, my second.
Wow.
But this is like an album. The other one was a beat tape. This is an album. Like,
whoa.
I didn't expect it to do what it did, honestly. I mean, I knew it was gonna do pretty good, but not like how it is now. I'm not even a numbers guy, but like seeing like,
I was gonna say I don't pin you for someone who would like be like, oh, I didn't hit like 30K. Like I don't see you caring about that again, because you care about the music and you just want to make music.
Yeah, but the fact that it hit like 50K streams already, I'm like, what the heck? It already doubled my last beat tape, which has been out for like a year in a span of like 2 weeks. So it's like I'm headed somewhere.
To the top, nigga. To the top.
I'm headed somewhere in
him on the ranks.
And it was like a thing where it's like people hit me up. They was like, I didn't expect this to be good, because, you know, I'm essentially, they call me a curator in a sense. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna take it serious. Like it can't be that good. Like even other artists were like, dang, nigga, I didn't know it was gonna be that. I know you had that. I'm like,
fire.
And it's like, bro, I've been known. Like, I've been known all this. It's just a matter of other people seeing that.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's so beautiful. I'm so glad that you're finally hitting that pocket where you can also put on for yourself, because I also resonate with that too. A little bit of my lore for being an artist. Like, when I first came out to LA, I was working at a really big studio here, and can't name drop it because NDA, but it was not great. I did not have a good time, and it was just a lot. And it was mainly because, like, one, I'm a black woman engineer in like a very predominantly white male space, and that wasn't fun. But then on top of that, I was noticing that something started to happen to me internally where I was like, fuck, I'm spending like all of my time on other people's dreams and on making their dreams become a reality. And then I'm just kind of riding the coattails of like helping them do it. And it's fun because I love music, but the real honest truth when I'm being for real about it is that like I want to be in their spot.
Yeah,
like I want to I want to be in those sessions. I want to be in the booth. I don't mind running the session, and like I love the mechanisms of being an engineer and getting things to sound great, but at the end of the day, fuck, like I want to make music, you know what I'm saying? And that whole like by proxy thing started to get to me, and I had to get out of that. And so I'm so proud of you for, you know, really sticking that through and not putting yourself in a box, no matter how much like, you know, affirmation you get from the outside, because I feel like that would create a lot of pressure to just continue to only do that and only show up as one person doing one thing, especially algorithmically, aside from like, you know, being a real person out in the world. And like even in our situation, I feel like I've known you for years. We've been mutuals for years, but this is the first time we are fully meeting yesterday. And so it's
for
like,
real? Hold up.
I think so. No, we bump into each other at Flawed?
No, we didn't. Cause
we didn't.
Like we was at the same sit, I think, but we didn't see each other.
When?
No, we weren't at the same set.
I don't think we were. I think we missed each other that entire time because we were texting back and forth, I think, trying to meet each other. And we kept meeting each other because the fucking, like, the reception in there was booty, dude. It was terrible. And I remember I was trying to find y'all, and I just couldn't find it. So I never got to see you. This is our first time. Yesterday was the first official time seeing each other in person, which is wild. But yeah, I think it's crazy to like, it's such a vulnerable act too, especially because the specific project that you made too is about something very interpersonal to you. And like, you know, as much as you be like very front facing with your life, it's not like you're like hiding things or anything, but I think you are also a private man too. And like, I think that one, that's honorable. And then two, it's just really beautiful to put a piece of work together and to show it to your people, knowing full well that what they usually expect is something different. And then also to have it being so well received when the whole time you're literally just being yourself, just talking about the things and the people that you love and, you know, sampling shit that you love. And I don't know. I think it's beautiful, and I'm endlessly proud of you, RJ.
Thank you.
And I think that any artist, human being, person, soul out here who is, you know, putting on the different hats and being multifaceted in any corner of art deserves their 10s, and you get 20 from me, for real, especially because
thank you.
I don't know if I've taken the time to give you real thanks, but like genuinely your, what might seem like very like off the cuff, like quick decisions to put something in a carousel for a post or something, like genuinely your platform and what you're doing has changed the game for me as an independent person on this earth. And I know it's just like a post in the void kind of, because there's always so much going on, but it makes a real difference. And like even now people will come to my shows in person and be like, yo, I heard about you through so-and-so post, and like I've been following you for years off of like this thing that I saw forever ago. And I think that it really speaks to like, and we were talking about this yesterday, but the community that you're building, and it's so much bigger than just like, I don't know, these, it's to you, probably it's just like you got to get the 10 posts or whatever that you're talking about, but like it's really genuinely changing people's fucking lives, RJ. Like
I've heard that, bro.
It's
like,
it's done shit for me, like really genuinely, even just like people knowing that other people fuck with your shit, especially someone who has people who are paying attention to them. People will knock something that's great because it has 10 views. And then they'll see that same thing with 10K views and they'll be like, hey, that shit hard. And it's like, I wish that it wasn't like that, but at the same time, I think tastemakers like you who are willing to kind of cut through the noise and the whole, why the young boy better, da-da-da, that type of like internet, like music journalism. I feel like, you know, the way that you've approached it has allowed for it to build on top of itself, you know, instead of it just being like, okay, that's one post, that's like one thing. Like, also, you like, you've created like an ecosystem as well. Like, there's artists that you stay closer to and, you know, that kind of usually come to mind when we think of your platform. And I'm so honored to be a part of that. And I think, you know, from the first time we've ever had a collab post or had a conversation to now sitting in person, you are a quintessential like part of that. Like I think getting recognition from people who I admire and being told that my art is meaningful to them, like even like my demos that you have, what is it, Moon River,
you need
Moon
to drop
River.
that.
I
You
know
tripping, dude.
I'm tripping, I'm sorry.
Moon River.
It's so good. It's so good. And that's just my point, is that like I don't know, I have a lot of people in my face bigging me up and giving me my props, but it feels different from you. Like it feels meaningful and like it's coming from a real place of genuine knowledge and heart and purpose, and it's not just some one-off like, oh, I heard that shit and that shit fire. Like you wouldn't even like that's not what it is at all. Like you're intentionally like finding these things, and even the short form videos of you like feeling comfortable enough in your body to like dance to this shit and like show your personality. I think that's so fire, especially as a black man. Like people be feeling fragile, like they can't be themselves and like express themselves, and I hate that for our people, man. Like I want us to be able to be like free and all that shit, and I'm just so proud to be looped into all that, and especially with the beautiful show that we had last night. All right, y'all. Well, you have been listening to SEV'N PoD here with RJ, aka iBreatheMusic all day. Thank you so much again.
Shout out
coming.
T.
Yeah, shout out
Big
to
Money
Steele.
T.
Yeah, thanks, man, for putting on for me. And when I'm picking up a Grammy and eating cereal out of it one day, I'm gonna have you to thank for it. So then we'll have to run this back on a carpet or something. Get you and Annabelle out there for real. But yeah, man, thank you so much. Any last words?
No, I really didn't. I would have something planned in my mind, and I had a huge brain fart, and I was like, how can I make this ending cool? I was like, what can I hit them with? And then I was like, oh, no, I fumbled the moment, so.
Honestly, but that's so real, though. I feel like that's prolific enough in and of itself.
Yeah, well, just stay weird.
Real as fuck, actually. Stay weird, y'all.
Stay weird.
Dare to be a little freaky.
Just, I didn't say all that, though.
Oh, my bad.
You got, no, I ain't say.
Freakish?
Don't be freakish, bruh. No.
All right.
No.
Be a little odd. Does that work?
That kind of works. A little bit.
Off-putting?
See, now you're going to dangerous territory now. Like now we're
dare to be disruptive.
Oh, I could
like culturally disruptive.
I kind of get with that.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. All right, thank you so much, guys, for fucking tuning in. This is SEV'N PoD. SEV'N Radio, T-Steele Worldwide. You already know what the fuck is going on. Tap into everything that RJ's doing. If you don't right now, you're late. Tap in for real. Anyone who will ever be somebody is likely to have been put on by him, past, present, and future. So go ahead and tap in if you want to find some good shit. Another shout out to Annabelle Klein at That Good Shit. She's somewhere in the city right now putting on at that show. And, just shout out to all LA creatives and everybody who's always traveling over here to make shit happen for us. It's the best ever. And any creatives out there who have some fire shit that they feel like RJ would love to hear, run that motherfucker up. Just be a part of the community, show up. Don't make it fucking weird. Literally just be yourself and share some music. That's all that matters. People ask me that all the time. Just show up and be yourself. That's the only way that you'll make connections. And that's how we're here. So, yeah, peace, love, and prosperity. Peace, Steele. I'm about to hit the Adam Killer. I don't know. I'm trying to think about if I have any final words to offer. I do.
I'm going to be really transparent. I have had such a terrible year. Tumultuous. Tawdry. What the fuck? Do I remember what tawdry even means? Yeah. This year was tawdry. It was tawdry, babes. I lost someone very fucking dear to me. I haven't really allowed myself to sit with that yet, in all transparency. And I've been making art, but like passively. I'm not making as much as I used to, and all of those things. I could spend more time highlighting the negative, but the real honest thing is that I'm finally coming back to myself. And it's through shit like this, like, daring to be kind of embarrassing on the internet with, like, meme stuff, and then, you know, it turns out to fucking mean something. Just keep going, bro. Literally, it gets so hard. It gets really, really difficult. Trust me, believe me when I say, I get it. I get why you wouldn't show up. I get why you would be scared. I get why you would theorize why it won't work. But what if it did, though? And what if it could be easy? And what if you did have the resources, you know, like, and that's what's happening for me right now, is that, like, I think I've been on this journey for a while now, and it starts to jade you when you have back-to-back really tough experiences and don't really allow yourself to sit in it. You only kind of force yourself to bounce back. Yo, don't do that. Don't freaking do that, dude. Not fucking cool. But there's so much power in that perseverance as well, too, though. And so that's why I'm just here to say, like, it looks different for everybody. And don't waste all of your energy, you know, critiquing yourself and being mean. You know, the times that you can show up fucking mean a lot. It means something, bro. And, that's not to be, like, discounted. You know how many people just don't show up at all? You know how many people don't even start to record the video, let alone post it? You know what I mean? Like, and that's not to say that everything that you do creativity-wise or just in general is an ultimate, like, battle. It's a versus, you know what I mean? Because that's not the situation. But I'm just saying, like, you're in control, twin. Like, no one can take this shit away from you. No one can take your creativity away. No one can take away, you know, your talents. No one has the ability. No one has the power to do that, aside from you. And you know, that can be in a few different ways, through either, like, just pure abandonment of the self, through either codependency in relationships, or through, you know, getting jaded by your own trauma or whatever the situation is. Like, I completely understand it. I've been there. Fuck, where was I going with that? You just have to be... Just get back up, dude. And I know people say that, but, like, literally get back up and try, bro. Just show up, you know? I haven't edited a single piece of fucking footage that is on multiple different places of storage right now from the upcoming 2 episodes of SEV'N PoD. And I could sit here and be like, stupid for not editing it off the rip. But the real tea is that, like, I recorded a podcast, period. I showed up and I recorded that shit, period. And I'm gonna edit it. It's gonna get edited. I think that pressure is, you know, counterintuitive sometimes. Because, you know, how can you show up for anything fully and totally at your fullest, ready to be in flow state, if you don't allow yourself to go through the ebbs and flows? That's all any of this shit is. And as I've been going through my personal ebbs and flows, I've been really, really hard on myself and even the people around me. And granted, you know, there's reasoning for all that shit. It's always cause and effect. But the real honest truth is that I had to remember that it is totally and completely on me. No one is coming to save me. And as much as that thought kind of sucks, it's also a huge fucking blessing. Because imagine if for anything that you wanted to get done creatively or otherwise, you needed some other nigga to do that. No! You really don't. You really don't need that shit. And, I don't know, circling back to what the fuck I've been trying to talk about. I had been caught up in this cycle of thinking from, like, a place of lack. And to be completely honest, that is not the most unreasonable thing on the planet. There is a little bit of lack, girl. But at the same time, the less that I started focusing on that and just trying to get myself out of that mental spot of like, where's my money? I don't feel creative. I don't have anywhere to record, I just said, shut the fuck up. And it showed up, dude. I had to. I literally fucking had to. It was gonna kill me if I didn't. And I just decided, okay, if this is going to be how it feels, all right. I'll just show up scared. I'll just show up tired. I'll just show up anxious. I'll just show up whatever. And just be myself and lean into the things that are good to me and that I know I love. I had stopped going on walks and doing all that type of stuff, and I slowly started bringing that shit back into my routine. And lo and behold, all these synchronicities came out of the fucking woodworks, and all of a sudden I am in these beautiful studios creating, and all of a sudden I'm getting thrown on lineups and all these things. We could call it a coincidence, but I think it's just the energy that you put out is what you get back in. And at the time, all I was putting out was the lack. And that's fair to a certain extent. But the more that I just started moving on who I know I am, which is someone who's creative and giving and present and capable, the rest of it just kind of came naturally. And it wasn't like I had to fight for it. These things just kind of popped up along the route. And I think that can happen for you too, twin. I know it can. We spend a lot of time beating ourselves up for what we do and don't get done. Especially in the realm of creativity, let it be music or art or whatever, outreach and all the social media shit, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, dude, it's okay. You're still creative. You're still all these things. And as I've come back to myself and spent the last, 2 weeks really on some other shit, all I can say to anyone who's watching who wishes they were in similar positions as me or wants to change things for real, and they're tired of feeling stuck or whatever, just do you, bro. Do what you love. And I'm not talking about just do you, like go fuck off and smoke weed or a cigarette and go hang with your friends. I mean, like, do you. Who are you? Me, I'm a musician. I'm an avid music lover. What do they call it? Audiophile? I don't know. I just feel inspired. I also feel, exhausted, and I think it's also sick. Like, literally, in this current moment. But I also feel absolutely fucking determined. I feel like this path that I've been talking about that felt super removed from me and like otherworldly, far away from me, has become absolutely perceivable. I see who's along the path. I see roughly how long it'll take. None of that shit really matters, but I can feel it. It's happening. It's happening. Moving in silence, moving in silence, moving in silence. And all because I woke up one day and I was like, I literally can't live like this anymore. It's tawdry. It's inauthentic. I'm like lying to myself and capping. You know what I mean? By like waking up every day and choosing to go against what I know I'm better off doing is fucking stupid. And I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I started to forget that I had control somehow over my own life. And we can dive into that later. I'm sorry if none of this sounds like cohesive. I feel kind of weird today. But, you know, what can you do? I think everyone should be willing to take a risk. Whether it's you know, posting that video that you feel embarrassed about, or reaching out to that publication because you really want your shit to be placed or whatever. Like, take this as a sign to do something for yourself this week to ensure that you are getting closer to the path. And getting closer to the path isn't even necessarily accurate because you're already on the path. So just open your eyes, you know, be present. I feel like everything I'm saying is gibberish, and I think that's because I'm low-key coming down with a low-grade fever as I speak to you. But, oh my God. Just promise me that if you give a fuck about something, and I'm not talking about someone, okay, I'll be too focused on all that other noise. But if you give a fuck about something, either, you know, making art, you know, via painting clothes, painting furniture, canvas, or being a musician or whatever, if you fucking care about it, then just care about it. Oh, you next up? What are you doing to be next up? Like, for real. You say you to go, but you haven't dropped in 5 months. Just saying, you guys. As someone who's been in a season of inaction because I'm just, like, freaked the fuck out by, like, my life and how I feel and everything. Just show up, man. Just do what you fucking can. Doing something is better than doing nothing. And the more that you convince yourself that you're not doing shit, the harder it's gonna be. Anyways. Alright. I'm sorry if none of that made sense. I feel absolutely fucking cuckoo right now. I should probably call out of work tomorrow. But they're gonna be so weird to me about it. I've never lied about calling out. I'm not. Yeah, guys. My name is Steele. Make art. Hang out with your friends. Don't self-sacrifice. Don't sacrifice for people you're in romantic situations with, official or not. Remember that at the end of the day, it's only you, brother. You're the one going in the ground. So make sure that when the curtain calls, you did your best. I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just saying, like, tomorrow's never promised, and the more days that you spend fucking dilly-dallying and fucking up, you know, your relationship with yourself and your creativity by refusing to show up for that shit, the harder it's going to be to show up later down the line. And you deserve better than that. I've been there, though. So I get it. But sometimes you just need your homie to shake you by your shoulders and go, yo, you're fucking tweaking right now. Lock in. So let this be your sign that you're fucking tweaking. But you don't have to tweak forever, twin. I love you. My name is Steele. I feel funny. This is 7 Pod. Peace, love, and prosperity. Fuck. That's not right. And you're watching Disney Channel. I need to go lay down, actually. So, I love you. Have a good rest of your week, month, forever time. I'll see you later. Peace.
You are now listening to SEV'N Radio.
It's raining. It's raining.
It's not about like how much you're being seen. It's about what you do when you are seen.